Hey gang, Tony here. Just another quick video. I was debating whether or not to even do this, but I figured why not? I went to Free Comic Book Day yesterday, which I'm sure many of you also did. I just wanted to show you what I snagged from the store. I did buy a couple of comics as well, so I'll show you the ones I purchased and the ones that I chose for my free comics, although I'm assuming if you did go, you'd know which ones were free. I got this ring. It's still in the plastic. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this. Jake, the guy who owns the comic shop that I go to, told me what this was as he handed it to me, but now I can't remember. I imagine it's some kind of superhero ring. I honestly don't know. I'm not really... When it comes to comic books, I'm not really into like the superhero comics so much. I kind of gravitate more towards horror things, Astonishing Tales and Tales from the Crypt style stuff, and pretty much there's a lot of horror stuff these days, so it's kind of easy to find fun ones for me. So the free comics that I snagged were Rick and Morty, which I was actually really excited about. I had no idea what was going to be available. I didn't really look into it before going. So when I saw that was one of the first things I said, yes, definitely need to get that. I actually read it already too last night, and it was a lot of fun. I was not aware that they had a comic. Apparently the first hardcover book of their comics is already out. I'm thinking I might have to buy it. It's like $30 though, so I'm sort of on the fence. I don't really want to spend the money. But that was the first one that I chose. I got a couple here that I don't really know what they are, and they were just sort of like, I had a couple more free choices and I just kind of grabbed what was left. One is X-O Manowar featuring Bloodshot. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this showed up in a box as a free gift along the way from ordering in my shop or whatever. I'll probably give it a little page through it, see what it's all about, but definitely not anything that I'm all that interested in. Similarly, I don't know what this is. I asked the guy if there were any good horror ones for free, and he's kind of said he doesn't know, and then gave me this. So I don't know if this is... It doesn't look like horror, but it's Kaiser Soze, Scorched Earth, The Rift. I don't know anything about that, but I'll give it a shot, and then, if I don't need to keep it, I will give it away. So someone might get that someday in a box. As you guys know, when I do my sales these days for Candy Corn Apocalypse, I just give away free stuff. I put free gifts in a bunch of the boxes, just little extra goodies and things. Always the free goodie bags, but also free randomly inserted gifts. DVDs, Blu-rays, extra sculptures, other little horror goodies, just for fun. I like to make the sale process as much fun as possible. So anyway, I don't know about that one. Doctor Who, I had to grab Doctor Who. I am a fan, so I figured that would be neat. 4 Doctors, one astounding new story. I feel like I got a Doctor Who one last year, or a couple of years ago. Can't really remember at this point. So that should be interesting. I haven't paged through that one yet, so I don't know much about it. Then we got Zelda, The Legends of Zelda Twilight Princess. Alright, I grabbed it because it's Zelda and Nintendo, whatever. I'm not sure that I'm gonna like it. It looks kind of anime-ish, and maybe not. I don't know. But I don't follow the story that closely, the Zelda story. I've played the first couple games, and I don't know. I collect Nintendo, so I saw Zelda, I grabbed it. We'll see. See how it goes. And this one I am excited about. I love The Tick. Got The Tick. New stories. Very excited about that one. Have not read it yet. Of the free comics, I really only read Rick and Morty so far. Alright, so those are all the free ones I got. I just want to point out that I got that sticker. I got a free comic today! I put it on the bag. It's not, obviously it's not on the comic, it's on the outside bag. Also, you might have noticed that all my free comics are in bags and boards. I'm a little obsessive-compulsive when it comes to comic books. Even if they're free ones that are never going to accrue value, I still like to get them in bags and boards. So, I buy them as I go. Got a couple extras here for some other comics. And then I have the two that I purchased. I don't like to just take the free stuff and leave. I always feel like I should buy something, too. So, I found this. I did read this already last night. It's Monster World, issue 1. This is a mini-series of 4 issues. The shop did have the other 3 issues, so I'm probably going to run in and grab those before they disappear, because he only had one copy of each one. But I didn't want to buy all 4 at once without having read the first issue, so I just grabbed the first one. Read it last night, and it's pretty cool. It's like this detective, and a little bit of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the 50s maybe, detective type story, and I feel like they're talking about Universal Studios on the sly a little bit. They talk about, what is it called? A movie studio, but they don't call it Universal Studios. They called it something else in the comic. What was it? World Studios. Universal World. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the illusion that they're going for. And they also talk about that studio having a string of monster movies. So I feel like it has to be Universal Studios. It starts off in black and white, and then slowly bleeds into this color. And at first just the violet that you see there, but then it actually goes into full color, which I thought was really cool, especially given the feel of like the old Universal horror monster movies. And then it kind of, so it feels like there's a werewolf kind of thing going on at first, but then there's a cliffhanger ending to the first issue that goes beyond the werewolf thing. And as you can see on the cover, I feel like there's more of a cosmic horror thing that might eventually come into it. Well, I hope. That's kind of what was drawing me in a little bit. But this is very cool. Steve Niles, I'm being told by the comic, Jake, the comic book shop owner, that's a really good, he's a really good writer. I don't really know much about it, but I liked it. So, that one, I'm going to go for the rest of that miniseries. And then the last book that I purchased was, and this was kind of just on a whim. I actually was already online, and I just saw it on a shelf. I was like, you know what? Let me go for it. Wolf Cop. Haven't read it yet. It kind of looked like, this one says Volume 1, Hog Wild, first issue, Dynamite. It looked like there were a bunch of issues already out. I don't know if I'll go beyond the first. I kind of just, sometimes I like buying first issues. But if I'm, like, really loving it, I might go back and grab some of the back issues. So, that one looks pretty cool. I love the movie. I mean, the movie is just so much fun. I figured the comic has to be kind of fun, too. And it does say for mature readers. So that's always good. Look in the front cover there. It looks neat. I like the art style of this one. Anyway, that does it. That's all my free stuff and purchases from the comic book shop. My buddy Pete was selling some video games, and he had a little bit of a surprise for me, which I haven't gotten yet. Because he's still like in the testing mode of the game, but I'm not going to ruin it, because I'll probably show you guys when I get it. But I'm excited to see if I could get that from him. Hopefully the price is okay, and the game works and all that kind of stuff. Alright, breathe deep in the night. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.